Cats are peculiar creatures. You may catch your kitty staring at you across the room sometimes, like they're checking you out. Or wake up in the dead of night to find them perched on your chest with their nose in your face. Maybe they try to follow you around the house, like they think they're going to catch you burying the spoils from your bank robberies in the backyard the moment their back is turned. Maybe they don't even let you go to the bathroom on your own. If so, you may have caught yourself wondering, what does my cat think I'm up to? Do I really seem that untrustworthy? In this video, we're going to look at the answer to that question by going through 4 of the signs that you can use to work out whether your cat trusts you. The answer may not be what you think, but before we dive in, why not subscribe and join our feline-loving community for more tips and tricks to help you understand your kitty? Sticking their butt in your face. It's not the most polite-seeming gesture in your kitty's repertoire. But then, the feline idea of good manners is a bit different than it is for humans. You're sitting on the couch scrolling through your phone when suddenly your fur baby jumps up onto the backrest and sticks their whole butt in your face, tail raised in the air so that you can see everything. Ew, gross! Why would they do that? Is your cat just very, very weird? Well, much like dogs, cats sniff each other's butts to find out information about each other. Glands in your kitty's butt, gross as it may be to think about, release a scent that, when smelled by other cats, lets them know how healthy that cat is, whether they're on the market for a girlfriend or boyfriend, even how they're feeling. From your cat's perspective, showing you their butt is the equivalent of sharing a Facebook status update, weird as that may sound. However, the personal nature of the information shared isn't the only reason why showing you their butt is a sign of trust from your cat. Have you ever heard the phrase, "never turn your back on someone"? That saying exists because when a person's back is turned, it can be very easy to attack them because they won't see you coming. Well, the same applies to cats. When your cat's back is turned, they're trusting you not to take advantage of the position and attack them, especially since they're giving you access to their tail, which is an especially vulnerable part of their body. Sleeping near you. As prey animals, cats are naturally very skittish, and they're very particular about where they sleep. You might have noticed that your kitty prefers to sleep in a basket, or a cupboard, or even a cardboard box. This is because the sensation of having walls around them feels safer, as it makes them think that they are protected from predators. This instinct is so strong that it applies even when the walls are only 2-dimensional. Drawing a black square on the floor in tape will often attract a cat to sit in it, even though it's hard to imagine any predator really being deterred by black lines on the floor. Unless your kitty is afraid of encountering a vampire, who we suppose might need to be invited before they can cross a tape threshold. Sleeping near you, therefore, is a big sign of trust in a couple of ways. Number 1, even though you're a much bigger animal, with the potential to severely hurt your cat, even accidentally if you kick out in your sleep, your kitty puts themselves in a position where they would not be able to run away if you attacked, and trusts you not to take advantage. Number 2, humans don't tend to sleep in closets or cardboard boxes. Your kitty sleeping in bed with you, or on the couch while you're sitting there, means disregarding their natural instinct to hide themselves while they're vulnerable. Instead, they're letting themselves fall asleep in the open, because they trust that you will protect them if something tries to eat them. They show you their tummy. A cat's tummy is one of the most vulnerable parts of their body. Because humans walk on 2 legs, our torsos are exposed to the outside world at all times, though we usually cover them with clothing. It's the trade-off for bipedalism, and it works because bipedalism allows us to carry weapons to defend ourselves, and also makes us too tall for a lot of animals to attack easily. But for a quadruped like a cat, the only time their tummy is on display is likely to be when they're being attacked. Your cat's belly is where their most vital organs are kept, so an injury there has the potential to be very dangerous, even fatal. As such, when your cat sees you come into a room and flops over onto their side, exposing that soft, fluffy tummy, that's their way of saying, "I trust you not to attack me." It's also why most cats will freak out quite a bit if you respond to this gesture by trying to rub or scratch their belly. You might think it's a nice gesture, but all your cat sees is that they tried to show you they trusted you, and you responded by immediately disrespecting their boundaries. Because of how sensitive they are down there, some cats will even find the sensation of somebody touching their stomach actively painful. However, if your cat trusts you a lot, then they might let you touch their tummy. This isn't just about trusting you not to attack them purposefully, it's also about trusting you not to hurt them accidentally, say by petting them too hard. Very few cats will reach this stage with their cat parents, and for those who do it, usually signals an intensely trustful relationship. They trust you with their babies. If your cat is going to have babies, then she'll typically make a nest. Cats do this by taking soft items and putting them somewhere warm and dark. In the wild, this would involve taking leaves and moss and putting them in a cave or hollow. In your home, it's more likely to manifest as your kitty stealing your comfy socks and the soft blanket you keep for the couch and hiding them in your closet. She'll then squirrel herself away to have her babies in private. Viewers who've given birth themselves may sympathize with the impulse. It's important to socialize kittens from a young age by interacting with them, ideally before they're 8 weeks old. If you wait until after this age, there's a risk that they'll end up feral and never be able to fully trust humans. Despite this, it's generally recommended that you leave the mama and babies alone for a week or two at the beginning, as mama cats can get, rightfully, very protective of their babies. However, this won't always happen. Sometimes, if the mama trusts you very much, then she might make the decision about when you and her babies should interact before you do. Feral cats who don't have people to look after them will often form colonies of females and young males surrounding a common source of food or shelter. Within colonies, females will often babysit each other's kittens so the nursing mamas can go out and hunt for food. If your kitty chooses you to be their new nanny, it's unlikely to involve a phone call or negotiating a babysitting fee. More likely she'll just come up to you and start dumping the kittens, one by one, into your lap. Like any parent, your cat will only trust her babies with somebody she trusts very, very much. If this is you, it's very important that you honor that trust by staying with the kittens and looking after them until mama gets back. This hopefully shouldn't take that long. Just enough time for your cat to grab some me time away from the kids. What parent can't sympathize with that? Some cats will even choose to have their babies near their cat parent, possibly even in their bed. This is another huge sign of trust, as it signifies that your kitty is willing to be around you when she's in an incredibly vulnerable position. If something attacks your cat while she's having her babies, not only would she be unable to defend them, but it's likely that she couldn't defend herself either. She's trusting you to keep her and her babies safe from harm. For more information on how to read your cat's body language, check out this video on how to tell if you're a good cat parent.